Yes, bro. One
Maharaja.
second, bro.
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಇಲ್ಲ 1 minute ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಮಗ.
Yes, go please.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Very warm welcome to all the wonderful viewers for the 15th edition of VHS Online Samvada, brought to you by VHS Karnataka. We had wonderful 14 episodes of Samvada from VHS Karnataka until now, including last Friday on Our Freebies a Necessary Social Evil by Sri Ramesh Seturaman. Prior to that, we had Sanatana Dharma, True Scientific Religion by Swami Nirbhayanand Saraswati ji. What an enlightening session was that. Our Indic civilization dates back to many millennia and had accumulated ocean of knowledge and wisdom in this period through our rishis, gurus, passed on their wisdom from generation to generation through values, traditions, culture, and in total Sanatana Dharma. Later on in the timeline, ancient valuable information is captured in writing, namely Vedas, Upanishads, Itihasas, and so on in Samskrita Bhasha. Today's topic is on Samvada, Agnihotra, ancient Vedic technique, a novel complete solution. To talk about this, we have a really special guest speaker, Sripad, Bhakti Vedanta Dandi Maharaja. Sripad B.V. Dandi Maharaja is a teacher and a practitioner in ancient Gaudiya Vaishnava lines. He is a disciple of His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Maharaja, the world famous preacher of Krishna consciousness. Maharaja has also traveled widely throughout India, Malaysia, Taiwan, Singapore, and United States, preaching the messages of pure love. Maharaja has arranged many interfaith conferences around the globe, and he has written the book Vegetarianism, a scientific proven time honored path to peace. So education of Sripad B.V. Dandi Maharaja, BSc Honors, Bangalore University from Bangalore University, B. Electronics and Communications Engineering, IISc Bangalore, MS Bioengineering from IIT Madras, that is Chennai. One. A Doctor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Washington University, St. Louis. And Maharaja has many professional certificates, including Sun Microsystems certificate, Microsoft certificates, Cisco certificates. Maharaja has worked with RCA, GE, US Army Crop of Engineering, and taught at City University of New York. He has 3 US patents issued. Maharaja is now running an amazing place, Ranganatha Gaudiya Mutt in Hesargate, Bengaluru. I'm also joined by Sri Nikunshaji, VHS Karnataka State President, Sri Aditya, and Sri Tejas. Now I request Sri Aditya to invite our special guest speaker. Please go ahead, Aditya.
Okay. Dandi Maharaji, we are all very eager to hear about the magic of Agnihotra, how it can transform our lives, how it can improve every day, bring in a great essence and energy into each day. So we invite you to please present your talk, and then we'll open up the session for more question and answers from the participants. Please, Maharaj.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Sri Guru Charana Kamalam Vande Ramana Prasthaya Bhutale Sri Upanga Bhaktidam Cha Krupamurtim Narayanam Namaste Gurudevaya Sarva Siddhi Pradayine Sarva Mangala Rupaya Sarvananda Vidaya Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Sri Gadadhara Srivasadi Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Let me offer my millions of obeisances to the lotus feet of Gurudev, Honorable Guru Varga, nomination of Sripad, ancient sages and saints of this world who brought out this amazing technique of reversing the damage that we are experts in doing. So, and they are expert in reversing it. And all the wonderful audience. Now, Agnihotra, we should not think this is a religious ceremony like that. It's actually very, very scientific. Maybe even 1,000 times more scientific. It has been validated throughout the world by Germany, Austria, Peru, over and over and again. It's really mind-boggling. You take a look at agnihotra.org. Dr. Ulrich, German scientist, runs this. How he came across this is amazing. Because only by knowing that history, you will know during 1984, what happened was there was a tragedy in Bhopal. Many of you know this tragedy. Industrial accident took place, Union Carbide subsidiary, pesticide plant, night of 2nd and 3rd December 1984. Thousands of people died and disease. Even today, the effect is still to be seen around that area. Then, many scientists came around many Western scientists came around what happened, what is the consequence of this, this unfortunate accident. We someone else can go through why it happened and all that, but anyway it happened, and people are suffering. Now it so happened certain packets or houses in the vicinity of this pesticide plant, only 1 kilometer away near the railway station. All around in that village, people died, but these people survived. It happens when the smoke started coming out. The people in these houses who were regularly doing AGNIHOTRA started doing that. They started feeling the gas, and they found it got neutralized, and they were alive, normal, no side effects of that, like other people. So the scientist, especially the German scientist, Dr. Ulrich, he took seriously, and he studied this, and now he is the famous world expert on AGNIHOTRA. So this is how. Before that, they thought it was a religious ritual, and they are the fire worshippers. Due to this ritual, they are actually spoiling the atmosphere. It's so strange. But it turned around, because once they come to know, they survived from a big catastrophe. Then subsequently, in 1985 in Chernobyl, border of Russia and Poland, there was a huge nuclear fallout. There was an accident that affected a major part of Poland and a major part of Russia, and they did not know how to come out of it. We have heard about this. Even there, they found in Austria, in particular village, and you'll be surprised, in Austria, Poland, Belgium, there were regular AGNIHOTRA was doing. There is a place in Poland called Brugu Aranya, named after Parashurama, or Balram's Parashurama, incarnation of Lord Vishnu. So in that particular village, they found there was no radioactive contamination, no cattle died, no cattle was infected, no milk or grass, nothing else was infected. And then they found out that nearly at least 10 to 15 families were regularly doing AGNIHOTRA. And that was the time Russian government took it very seriously. And even the Army General of Russia came to India, performed these yajnas for about 10 days, learned that, took the ash, and they did a lot of experiments. Germany and Russia have done a lot of scientific research on this. Now, Yugoslavia came out with some revolutionary findings. The Allied found people chemical elements as critical ingredients used. So, as you talk about what is AGNIHOTRA, it's not a very high rocket technology. It is a copper, AGNIHOTRA vessel, which is shaped like a inverted pyramid. Then some carbon, pure Indian breed, the hum part, it's called A2 cup. Name, then
Maharaji, we cannot. Your connection is getting interrupted. We cannot hear you.
That's what it
Maharaji, we cannot hear you.
still and both takes 20 minutes and 15 minutes. That's all. And it is done during the sunrise and sunset time. So you start a couple of minutes before sunrise, sunset, and you tell two mantras. Suryaya Swaha, Suryaidam Namama. Then in the evening, same
Hold on, guys. We are facing a little bit of problem, technical problem. Maharaj will be back in a minute.
Yeah, can you make project the camera to Maharaj ji? Yeah, now we can see.
So we'll continue.
Yes, yes, Maharaj ji.
So sorry for the um, link problem. Uh, so we were saying um, two simple mantras. And the mantra meaning actually that we are doing this without any expectation. It is for the benefit of the whole world. You know? Idam Namam, Surya Idam Namam. I'm not in control of anything. We're not in control of our own mind, our own body, environment. Is it not? So these, and we are imbalanced. Not only ourselves, we have imbalanced the whole earth, the atmosphere, the environment, and the future generation. So we need help. No? That way we are calling out to the Supreme Person, under whose direction everything is working. Maya Dakshana Prakriti Saracharam. So, and done during the very auspicious time of the sunrise, sunset. We call it Sandhya, meeting point. Meeting point of the sunrise. It is not the beginning of the day, end of the night. Okay. And the end of the day, beginning of the night. So there's so much special energy. You will be so like Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj said, he prays very beautiful. You know, these mantras are meaning that. Even if you do not know Sanskrit, if we have that meaning in our mind, understand, why we are doing this, for the local, for the welfare of the whole universe. That's why Prahlad says, O Lord, let the whole universe be auspicious. Let the cruel people give up cruelty. That includes us also. And let everyone think of welfare of others. Whatever we are thinking should be welfare of others. And we should be non-attached to the things of this world, but attached to doing our Supreme Lord, Bhakti, Bhajan. And then let our activities be without any expectation and under the guidance of the previous sages and the scriptures of the Lord. This is what the Prahlad. And this is the mode. If you are in this mode, actually it will work, even if you do not say the mantras properly. So the feeling is important. Because this the whole Vedic tradition, the Vedic sages always worked for the welfare of the whole universe. You know, they were not self-centered. They sacrificed themselves. That's why it says, Prahlad is saying, everyone should think of welfare, bringing welfare to others, not to himself. So in that case, an amazing energy flows. If you look at around us, you take any tree, mango tree or coconut tree, they are always giving. You know, mango tree gives so much mango. We don't see mango tree eating its own mango, the coconut drinking its own coconut water, and it does not even seek any, you know, If it is too much rain or too hot, or someone goes and cuts off the tree, they don't protest. So that is the kind thing that we should lead in life. Then not only everybody, see, if you work for welfare of others, our welfare is automatically there. But if we try to concentrate doing welfare to ourselves, then we will not be, you know, we will have a lot of trouble. It works on the individual level, on a village level, city, town, country. You can see. So, so what happened was when the group of they started doing this, and they found relief, and the village was amazed, and he became a world expert. And later on, it so happened in Mysore near Bangalore, where we are speaking. Something happened, meaning one particular boy in high school was diagnosed as HIV positive. The boy does not know, but the word went by. The other children telling their parents, "Oh, HIV, HIV." They all became fearful, and they said, "We will withdraw the student from the school." But then this boy is thinking, if everybody is taken out, what alone, what am I going to do alone in the school? So he said he will step out. He will resign. He will not attend the school. So that time, a gentleman, Nagaraj, MLA, he did a NGO for the HIV positive children. Now he tried so many things, but the health was not getting better. Then he came across, or somehow the thought went through, wait a minute, Bhopal tragedy, people saved by deadly accident. Maybe this might help our children. So he wrote a letter to Germany government and requested German government to send Ulrich. So he came and they took him to Mysore and he taught them how to do AGNIHOTRA. It is amazing. I mean, there was a big turnaround in their health and their well-being. You know, it's really, it looks like mind-boggling, but that's what it is. Because, see, this shows the existence of God, and always He keeps something, back burner, meaning we are the experts, humans. I'm talking about the entire human society. From the technology we have seen, industrial revolution and all that, we made so much pollution, all kinds, environment, water, food, land, atmosphere, sea, Now, so, and with increasing technology or advances in technology, any of us, can we see any solution for this problem? As technology progresses, the more, pollution is going to get. The only way out of this is stop burning petrochemicals. That means no vehicle. No, we cannot. It's like the mobile. You're stuck with it. Even mobile, we can show you that the cow dung amazingly neutralizes this very tiny, amazing. We have documented. Really amazing. So, God has kept this called it can bring back. Like in one case, it happened. Many cases we can go on and on, but time. See, asthma. Asthma is increasing worldwide, especially big cities, airport. If a plane takes off or lands in, it consumes about 20 tons of oxygen. If a car runs for 1 hour, it consumes oxygen equivalent to one man that consumes for a whole year. And you think number of cars are coming down. So, and we are consuming. But are we replenishing the trees? And we are cutting that and see to some extent, but we are poisoning it. So, yeah, just like burning the candle, both sides of the situation, we are burning. And we are used to this. Why? There was one experiment done some time back. They took hot water, very boiling hot water, and they took a frog and they put the frog into that hot water. The frog jumped out of the hot water, escaped, and it saved itself. Now another experiment with the cold water, room temperature water, in a bowl. They put a frog. It was staying there in the water because it's comfortable, and gradually the temperature was rise of that water, and warmer, and hot, boiling. Still, the frog did not jump out of the water. It died because it felt, oh, I'm okay. Water is okay. Getting used to it. And then, so our situation is like that. Because God has created this kind of human body is amazing. So it will get used to it, but to the point, like a spring, tolerate, then it breaks apart. So we have come to that point. Anyway, antibiotics, steroids, now steroids. Too much of steroids leads to black fungus, white fungus, so many things. And you know what is the solution for the fungus? Any kind is buttermilk and some crickle, pepper, ginger, and a little bit mix. But so simple things are there. It's really amazing. In other words, if we do properly this in every village, so many, I think we can turn around our problem, our health of the humans, environment, land, and so we can go little by little on this. Now another amazing thing is what the Yugoslavia, so they did, the company, the 34 chemicals they found in the cow dung, the raw material, they go into this AGNIHOTRA. Cow dung, and the rice, right? 34 chemicals. When they did the experiment after burning of this AGNIHOTRA, you know what? They did this, the ash remaining, they again tested and they found 92 chemical elements in that ash. They did a lot of research on that, but they did not understand where the additional 54 elements came from. That 34 was there, now 92. And that is why this ash is called miracle ash world over. And where do these 54 come from? And that's what the Vedas talk about, pushti. Meaning the pyramid, the shape and the time and the energy creates kind of invisible, you know, a channel, and somehow it draws, and then if anyone interested why, we can go in more detail, because lot of can be explained, can be explained, and this is happening now. The animal, birds, they become very peaceful and they come around in the earth. When you treat the as land, it comes back to life. Now the pH becomes almost the level of neutral. Whether the now become because of putting urea all the time, chemicals, the land has become salty. How to bring it back to the healthy state? No technology, as we understand, the modern technology can do that. The modern technology is only, it's like in physics, entropy increasing all the time. Our situation gets worse and worse. And that's why it is a time to wake up. If we as a civilization has to survive, we have to be serious about the AGNIHOTRA, and AGNIHOTRA we cannot do without cows. Without the, so these are true only, because where does ghee come from? Where does the cow dung come from? And we know in the Vedic tradition meaning should not think, oh, is very cornered like that. The entire world was Vedic one time. There is enough proof for that. There's a different topic altogether around the world. So if you take up the language, linguistic language, the amazing the connection. Maybe some other time we can go into that. Really amazing. Now, on the radioactive part of it, radioactivity, we know it is nowadays practically many countries have reactors, power. US alone has about 250 reactors. I don't know how many. And France, lot of most of the power comes from that. But how to handle the waste, the spent fuel, they call it. Spent fuel is nobody is guess. Meaning, nobody wants to talk about it. It is still lying there. They are thinking. There is no clear, what do you call, guidance or plan for that, because that waste is going to sit for thousands and thousands of years, and all our future people, they have to deal with it. And someone suggesting, okay, let's bury in the under the water, some thing is there, cleavage. But in any case, even if you put in some like a boxer, they get also contaminated. So it is really amazing problem. And so many nuclear bombs. It is think alone what is the solution? So again, AGNIHOTRA comes into the picture. any method, anything that you think of is very cost effective, very, and it takes long time. And what happens if there is some accident? Many accidents, we know only two in the public domain. There may be more not noticed. But what is the guarantee that it will not happen in future? What is the way out? So again, what they have done is uh, in Agnihotra, the rice contaminated in the Japanese nuclear was brought, and they put in 1 liter of water, couple of grams of Agnihotra dust. So it was amazing when they did that. The Japanese rice from Fukushima contaminated radioactive isotope CS-137, 134, and the radioactivity was about 200 BQ per kg. It's like if you count, Geiger counter, so many counts per minute, something like that. Taken 50 gram mixed with water, and then 1 spoon of ash in that water, 1 liter of water. Now they found that for 2-3 days it remained same, and then a third, fourth day it started decreasing, and then about 10 days after that, the measurement like by 15 days, the radioactivity of that contaminated rice was almost like a background, 5 to 8. So very amazing. 15 days it was able to neutralize, and generally we are talking, thousands of years. What an amazing answer. Through the medium of the cows. That's why we say, Namo Brahmane Devaya, Go Brahmane. Actually, if you consider all this, it is it is not an exaggeration if I say that our survival is really depends on the doing Agnihotra everywhere, and then teaching that to the children from very early around the world, and the significance of it, and then how our own survival, the future, our cleaning of environment, which we have done irreversible damage, is possible by this technique. But to do that, we need powder, cakes, and then ghee. Where do we get some? We don't have some. We start getting rid of them, killing them. So by proposing, I request all of you, we should work together seriously. We are interested in welfare of the whole universe. That we should somehow put pressure, and it should be brought to an international level through this understanding, and they should be saved. United Nations itself pass a law saying these are all, essential species. By their grace we will survive. Otherwise we will perish. So this understanding come, then we can see the turnaround. See, Vedas, even scientifically, what goes around comes around. Action and reaction equal and opposite. If there is a violence on these most beneficial, living entity, cow, and that will come back to her. It is going to haunt us in so many ways. And if we do not wake up, we will not survive. bottom line, because our technology is not going to. For example, 5G is going to come, whether you like it or not, like direct transmission from the satellite. And 1980, we did one experiment. Mine was myocardial infarction, early detection of heart attack. And my colleague was doing research on the low power effect of low power micro radiation on plant cells in 79 in Washington University, St. Louis. So he showed that the plant cells, all the cells, they have like a battery minus 60 millivolts. That was changing the fundamental. That means it was changing all the functions of the cell. Low power micro. Now we are talking 2 gigahertz and wait till 5G comes. But I don't know any of us will survive. So future looks really bleak unless we all wake up and change our, we all have to come together. Otherwise, like we will think like. Now the now other talking about this, what happened was during the in NIH during 84 or something, no, 2011, they did this experiment in National Institute of Health. Was amazing. Like our body has 100 trillion cells, and the bacteria was the how much? We have about 1 to 3% body weight, meaning almost 1 kg, meaning 0.6 to 1.6 kg of bacteria in our body, like 60 kg. This was done in USA, 2013, National Institute of Health. So their finding is that the human body as a whole is harmonious with all its parts, well integrated within itself for its efficient function. So the number of bacteria in our body is 1:10, meaning for every human cell there is 10 more bacteria. Because a small size is weight less. So in other words, our survival is actually depends on these, unseen bacteria. So what they are saying is, even if you take, it's really amazing research, okay, NIH, okay, the researchers were surprised to discover that the distribution of microbial metabolic action is that even by taking antibiotics and all that, there are many kinds of bacteria. For each function, some species are there. If you like taking antibiotics, they are killing them. But then the function takes over by other bacteria. It's amazing. So we try to go irreversible damage, but somehow the nature, God has arranged that. Makes arrangement. So what I'm saying is, the earth is also like that. Earth also, like earthworm, at least everybody understands that. The earthworms contribute to the health of the soil, great, then nutrition, and the crops grow very well, healthy crops, then healthy body. So, but using this, what we call so-called green revolution, is really put a lot of damage. Initially, of course, everybody thought, it's like when the Nobel Prize was given to DDT, you know that, 45 or something. Nobel Prize was given to the, because it found it was killing a lot of, and they found it was efficient. Of course, got rid of malaria and all that. But later on, many countries, practically all countries, banned it, and now we have DDT in everybody's body. Milk, everything. Enough carcinogenic. So, but at that time we did not know, but now what to do is too late. So same way our advancement is really causing a lot of problem. So now the only way out of this is again the house. So it is not difficult to do, and because one should not feel that it is a special, they are amazing thing. See, what they have done is one experiment was done. They put a what you call water, contaminated water in a what you call double cylinder copper, meaning then they put near the AGNIHOTRA environment, and they found water got purified, bacteria unfavorable, bacteria was harmful, less came back. Now scientists are really wondering, what kind of field is it? Because we know in physics there are 4 fundamental, right? Strong and weak nuclear force, gravitational force, and electromagnetic. But what is this force went through so-called 2 double-shielded copper inside, and then great job. So like that, really amazing. Meaning there is a hope. There is a hope if we wake up, we wake up and kind to others, like Prahalad. If we strive ourselves, bringing, auspiciousness, good to others. Meaning others, meaning it includes land, environment, other people. If you say no, see, I will give you one example of the solar. For example, solar being talked about how it is beneficial for the cutting down the carbon print, right? Because the sunlight is there. Now, the way it is being used, you think about it. Okay? See, there is near Bangalore, near Rajasthan, there is 14,000 square miles. 14,000 square miles. Acres. 14,000 acres of land of solar panels. And those panels are maybe 10 to 15% efficiency. Now they are talking about 22% efficiency. They're not coming to practice yet. So it is basically like a mirror, 15% conversion, and 85% get reflected back to the sun, right? So all that reflected light, what happens there in the sky? no cloud formation. It will affect till almost 100 kilometers. So desert will grow. So, our solution, if it solves one problem, it will bring out so many other problems. So how to harmonize? That's why the solution should be such that unless we harmonize everyone, all aspects, we will be doomed. So Agnihotra is one such thing that it harmonizes everything. It is beneficial. Really, a lot of research needs to be done, and what has been done is really amazing. In Peru, for example, they are doing this Agnihotra in the field. The government itself mandating that instead of putting urea and all. So we have there's so much to talk about. The detailed effect is there. It is such a harmonized process. Process brings benefit to the like some experiments are done even for people who are addicted with alcohol. Because the environment brings such a thing, soothing effect. They give up alcohol, consumption of alcohol. It has been done in the Indian Army, in Delhi. That experiment. So many benefit is there. So it's a call upon all of you who are visiting there. Please take a look at it. Please try it. Even in a simple, it benefits yourself. Actually, in Poland, it happened during Corona time. Okay? Not too long ago. So there was one house on the down. There was one manager working from restaurant. He got infected, but the other upstairs people did not, because they were doing not this documented. In other words, it can neutralize this biggest fear causing this corona thing that we are right now. It has been proposed, and I think many of you know that if we are doing Agnihotra regularly, we are free from this fear, because they cannot strike. The example is ourselves. Now, what is that? Yeah, no incidences, and many people come and visit. So it's been a pleasure of talking to you all. Even though it's short time, not everything covered, but if there is any questions now, we can attend. Thank you again for all of you.
Thank you, Maharaji. Aditya, you want to go for questions?
Yes. Maharaji, it was a very informative talk. Means it was very insightful also. We had a very curious audience and they have shared a few questions. Since we have limited time, I'll share some of the questions only. So without further ado, I'll go to the questions. One of the questions asked by Neo Genesis is that what is the procedure for doing Agnihotra. So if you can briefly share what is the procedure, that would be very helpful for the audience.
The procedure is simple. You need a like inverted pyramid, copper. It should be made up of copper for many reasons. And then the cow dung cake, not many of them, and then a little ghee, few drops, not even few drops, and then a whole unbroken rice. Uh, like a brown rice or a black rice. Even a till will also be. Then the way the timing is important. Sunrise and sunset. Then you break those cow dung. You make it in such a way. Center there should be like a place hole so that air can come in easily. And then you take a little piece of cow dung and with a deeper, with a light. We usually don't use the match box or a candle or something. Burn it. It starts catching fire. And then put it in the center. Little ghee drops of it. And then gradually it picks up. And the cow dung, by the IIT Delhi people have done some experiments. The heat release from these cakes is astounding. They found the heat content, heat value. The other thing is, if you burn anything, it requires oxygen. Right? Whereas the cow dung is the opposite. It releases oxygen. And the oxygen release is not of ordinary oxygen. This is amazing. Like we have heard, of course, there is a different going. Like the cows breathe in, breathe out oxygen. Actually, what is they breathe in oxygen like us, breathe out also oxygen. When breathe out also oxygen comes out, some part of it. But the quality of that oxygen is really astounding. And that's why the environment becomes clean wherever the cows move around, wherever the Agnihotra is also done. So something you have to experience. I hope that answered your question.
Yes, it did. I'm sure. Maharaji, the next question is from somebody who goes by the name of Akhanda Bharat. So very nice name. He or she has asked, what is the difference between Homa and Agnihotra, or are both the same?
Agni is fire and Hotra is meaning health. Agnihotra is meaning obtaining, receiving health from Agni. Agni, that's why it's called Agnihotra. So, of course, the cow is an amazing thing. Is that the other Hotra, the other fire sacrifices or the yajna, we generally use the firewood like mango, some auspicious trees. Apparently, that will not bring out so much temperature, or it produces a lot of smoke also. But this cow dung is purely, there is no wood used. No, absolutely no, just cow dung. Like I was telling you, IIT Delhi, they have done. Then bringing health, Agnihotra, meaning bringing health in all levels, connecting, because that Sandhya time is really mathematical way also we can, There's no time to go through, but I think that's what it is.
Okay. Maharaji, for working people, sometimes, and because of our lifestyles, sometimes early morning means right at the intersection of night and day, means the dawn and the dusk time becomes a bit difficult to do the Agnihotra. Do you have any advice for people who are not able to accommodate it within their schedule, how they can do it?
They can do like even on a weekday, something like Saturday, Sunday. And if they do, and if they meditate on it, for example, they're traveling, during that time, practical problem. That time, if they're traveling, and even if they think in their mind, because Saturday, Sunday, they were there. So that will also beneficial effect. Because not only by being present in the Agnihotra, thinking about that also is also like taking participation in that. This is a like the Yoga Sutras also. So actually, thinking our if you think of something auspicious, we become calm, quiet, calms down. And if you think of something inauspicious, we also become, disturbed and all that. Our EEG, electroencephalogram, brainwave also reflects.
Okay.
But then the other advantage they can take off is the dust, the ash, dust of the cow. I mean, we did not talk about it. So much medical benefits. If we have eczema, if we have a cancer, I mean, and the purify the water, you can take in the food, because you see, for example, the radioactive, when we are exposed to radiation, our body cannot distinguish between a normal atom and a radioactive atom. But once that stucks in, it starts, doing damage, and then our body reacts with a tumor or something like that. The only way is to get rid of all that, recycle, because in our body, all the atoms, except lens, eye, and then nerve system gets recycled, once in so many years. So need to constantly do that. And what I'm saying is, if it's been documented that using radioactive elements before this Agnihotra, after that they become non-radioactive. Okay, so by taking the ash, it is really beneficial in so many ways. Not only for us, for even the cows, for the earth, for the earth. Really, no words to think of. Benefits.
Correct. Swamiji, I really appreciate the advice you shared, because I have seen that with a friend of mine also. Means they started doing it on weekends in the mornings only, and gradually they started experiencing the benefit of Agnihotra, and then they started doing it on all weekday mornings, and then gradually experiencing the benefits. It has become a part and parcel of their life. The productivity in work has increased, health has improved, and they have experienced, by experience, they have been able to do it more often, and experience a higher life energy also, along with greater spirituality that has entered their lives. So
Actually, I have one suggestion. See, if the companies are interested in the increasing the quality of their, the work by their employees, I think it is their interest to do these Agnihotras in their premises. But the return is many, many times what they have spent. No, it's not much expensive. No. Actually, the cost comes out to be not much, maybe a couple of rupees, 10 rupees, under that. Well, not much. But the return is really amazing. And that's what we should encourage. And it is not, it is that one faith or the other, something like that. It is actually universal, universal benefit. Because we are doing universally, damage, and then we should do this without any caste, creed, nation, beyond that.
Yeah.
We are, because we are Ekameva Paramatatvam Ekam Advityam. No? There is one sun. There is no sun for America, India, separate. The Lord is one. And is Sarvatra Sarvada Sarva Akara Sarva Ashraya Sarva Utpadaka Sarva Palaka Sarva Sammaraka Sarva Niyamaka Sarva Preraka. Sarva Preraka. No? Actually, he is saying that we are in a big mess. That's why it is inspiring so many people around the world. Because in Vedas, is bringing out more, importance is given to this. So that shows he is also concerned, and it is not different from him, because as I said, it is called non-local. We are used to the local effect logic, right? But this Agnihotra is actually beyond logic. It's not local effect. Quantum mechanics also they talking about. So it is accepted, and that's why 54 elements. Where did it come from? So taking that, I hope it was we have to honor this. Universally, we should honor this.
Maharaji, I think we will take your advice, and maybe the next session that we organize on the topic, we can include human resource people from the top IT companies, and they can maybe implement it within their corporates. Because if we are to say that we are a scientific society, a society which believes in logic and reason, then we should not reject an idea just because it is ancient. Means we should promote all ideas, and Agnihotra is something that has so much empirical evidence in favor of it. So if these companies are also able to do it for their workforce, then the productivity can increase, people can have more harmonious lives, conflict at work can reduce so much, and it is overall such a good thing. And that is what corporate should experiment with. And as VHS Karnataka, who is trying to promote scientific thinking, we should be promoting this idea also. So we'll try to take that. And now I would like to pass it on to Gopi to take the proceedings further.
Thank you, Ditya. Maharaji, there is one question regarding how often we need to do the Agnihotra. I think I might have missed due to the audio things. Can you please clarify that?
Can you repeat?
Okay, can you hear? Can you please hear now? Okay, how often can we? Is it necessary to do the Agnihotra?
Oh, actually, it is recommended every day, but at least once a week or once a month, or it depends on one's convenience, and then
Okay.
Affordability. Of course, affordability is not much, but the more we do, we get more beneficial effect of that. And then
Thank you.
even if don't do, if you remember that, you know, uh, even couple of minutes or 1 minute, thinking about that, that will also beneficial, like we talked before.
All right. Thank you,
That
Maharaj.
mentally, what I'm saying is mentally, whether physically do it or not, we should be regularly doing it, because doing mentally or thinking about it doesn't cost much.
Correct.
Tejas, do you have any question?
Yeah, Maharaji, like I have also heard about like Agnihotra also like has been used widely in ancient times to improve agriculture. So it has a great impact on improving our agriculture also. So can you comment on that as well?
So it's unending. I mean, the actually most of the work is known in the agricultural field, you know, um, because of course, if it were done in India, I don't think anybody see it's a tragedy. I mean, please forgive me. The problem with us in Indians is that if it is being practiced, being told by foreigners, we salute for it, right?
Correct, correct, correct.
It's very unfortunate. So, in the Peru, uh, South American countries, uh, you know, Australia, US, and Germany, they have so much experiments on, like uh, the weeds, goes away. The worms on the fruits, um, really goes away. Then it brings basically no pesticide, no insecticide, no chemical fertilizers. Practically, pull it up. Don't need. Then also it brings out a lot of earthworms. The other bacteria content, like we were discussing, the live. See, if the land is bereft of any bacteria or these things, it is, it is no good. So most of the work now, like I was telling, 2012, 2013, NI, National Institute of US, Washington DC, they found that it is very, very essential that we live in harmony with them, and we should make a strive so that they will also exist, and their existence, our existence due to is their existence. See, if we try to destroy them, we will get destroyed. So in that way, there is so much research in tomato, okra, you name it, around the world. And practically in Punjab University, Punjab Agriculture University, the Vice Chancellor took, actually in one of the conference, what happened was the history is that the Vice Chancellor himself objected. "Hey, how is it possible?" Because it was presented by a German scientist. No, they could not rule it out. But how is it possible? Little fire influencing so much. Then another one agriculture professor said, "Sir, we are a vice chancellor. I'm sorry to interrupt. You have the resources. You have the under your capacity to duplicate this finding." Then that in agriculture vice chancellor took upon it, and he found it was true. So, and he was transformed person. Now there is so much MS, PhD from that agriculture university. on this topic. You know, they call it Homa, the agriculture.
Okay.
So they also have what you call four pyramid. Like we are talking one. If you have four, like on a synchronized, we can increase the area of influence even up to 100 acres, more than 100 acres, something like that. So they have done that university. So there is so much going on. Uh,
Thank you, Maharaj.
thank you.
For that.
Thank you, Maharaji.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Any more questions? No, right? Okay, Maharaji. Thank you for enlightening us with your amazing knowledge. And I think most of us realize the importance of the Agnihotra and the frequency that we need to do, as well as the, um making us a practice rather, in a regular lifestyle, changing the lifestyle to accommodate our ancient Vedic knowledge to the modern things. Thank you for enlightening us with all the information, and we'll look forward to change what we can do in the society, at least from our side. And thank you Nikunji, and thank you Aditya, and thank you Tejas, and also thank you Ishwaraya. And last but not least, thank you all the viewers for staying back and patiently, asking a lot of questions and making this program success. And please stay safe. Thank you. And once again, fr- from all of us, thank you, Acharya. Maharajji. Dhanyavad.
Thank you.